Safeguarding Sunday. Welcome to the Franciscan Safeguarding message for November 2020. We believe that our churches and friaries should be a place where every child, young person and adult can feel and be safe. We must never become complacent in our ministry with children and young people. And it remains a top priority for us all in the work and life of the Franciscans. In order to make sure that people feel safe, we have a Franciscan Safeguarding policy that you can find on our website, franciscans.ie/policy-procedures. We have child safeguarding policy and procedures in place, which you can also find on the Franciscan website. We also ensure that our staff and volunteers are recruited safely and are Garda vetted to work with children and young people and are required to attend safeguarding training. We have a safeguarding notice in our churches and friaries. This gives information on who to contact if you have any safeguarding concerns. Each year we review and update our policies and train all the Franciscan staff and volunteers to ensure that our work is safe and up to date. Also, we make sure that everyone knows how to identify abuse and how to respond to any allegations. Each church has a local safeguarding representative, and as a province we have 2 auditors who visit our friaries twice a year to ensure all the required procedures are in place. At a national level we have a Director of Safeguarding, Mary Talon, who is responsible for the coordination of all safeguarding practices. Safeguarding is your responsibility too. If you see, hear or become aware of a child protection concern, you can contact the local Gardaí or TUSLA Child and Family Agency and or speak to the local guardian or contact our safeguarding office at dlp@franciscans.ie. Together, we can make our church a safe place for all people and especially for children and young people. They too have their part to play in the future of our church. As Pope Francis recently said, it is the duty of all to generously welcome children and vulnerable persons and to create a safe environment for them, giving priority to their interests.
May the Lord give you peace. These words are the greeting that St. Francis told his brothers to use when meeting and greeting other people. With these simple words, I greet all of you who frequent our friary churches in Ireland. Given the current situation of lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it has been decided that I should say a few words on video rather than put pen to paper in a newsletter. You will have already seen the presentation that our Safeguarding Committee has put together to underline what we are doing to ensure that our friary churches and other services are safe environments for children, for young people, and for those adults who may be vulnerable in some way. We know what is happening on the ground throughout Ireland, but what about the bigger picture? What's happening at the international and global level in the area of safeguarding? We often hear people complaining about the Holy Father. What is he doing to make the church a safer place for children? What is he doing to make sure that what happened in the past is properly dealt with? What is he doing to make sure that what happened in the past can never happen again? Well, in the past year and a half, in fact, we have seen some significant initiatives taken by Pope Francis. In May of 2019, he published a special apostolic letter with the title Vos Estis Lux Mundi, You are the light of the world. In this letter, the Pope emphasizes the obligation of all church authorities to listen with care and respect to those who bring forward allegations or suspicions or information concerning the abuse of children and or vulnerable adults. He then outlines the procedures to be followed to make sure that all allegations and complaints are handled swiftly and effectively. In addition, he makes it clear that serious disciplinary action must be taken against those church authorities which fail to act appropriately or which seek to impede or frustrate investigations into complaints. Many of the details of procedure found in that apostolic letter are already in place in Ireland. Nevertheless, the apostolic letter serves as a timely reminder that there is no room for complacency when it comes to the matter of safeguarding. In December of 2019, Pope Francis then abolished the so-called pontifical secret in procedures dealing with the sexual abuse of young people and vulnerable adults. And in addition, he made it clear that the offence of the possession and distribution of pornographic images of young people concerned all young people under the age of 18. These two interventions are a strong indication of how attentive Pope Francis is to the whole area of safeguarding, and how seriously he takes the advice of those who have had a lot of experience in listening to and accompanying survivors of abuse. More recently, in July of this year, the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, the department of the Holy See that is directly responsible for implementing, updating and monitoring the observance of the Church's law in the domain of safeguarding, issued a handbook, or vademecum, outlining in some detail how Church authorities are to proceed when someone is accused of the sexual abuse of a young person or a vulnerable adult. Writing 4 years ago now, Pope Francis stated, "The Church loves all her children like a loving mother, but cares for and protects with a special affection those who are smallest and defenceless. This is the duty that Christ himself entrusted to the entire Christian community as a whole." We Franciscans have done and will continue to do our best to fulfill that duty and to make sure that our friary churches and services are a safe environment for all. May the Lord give you peace.